of our scientific high school in Porretta and with teachers are in Madrid to join a work experience aimed at deepening the knowledge of raw materials through a direct contact with researchers.
We strongly believe in the value of this worthwhile opportunity thanks to its international connections.
Celia. I'm studying here for 5 years and I choose the energetic resources and minerals degree.
I'm a PhD student and I'm basically now researching more about risk assessment. I am studying my PhD, finishing my PhD now, and hopefully I'm going to become a professor in a few years. I am Cristian Peña, I am the General Coordinator of the Museum.
I'm Maurizio and I'm an Italian student from Politecnico di Torino, and I'm here in the School of Minas y Energía in Madrid to study in my Erasmus.
Create workshops for children of all age here in the school all weekends. Minerals, rocks, special uses of minerals, rare earth minerals, copper minerals, and all the uses, workshops.
I help a little bit with students or other schools that come to visit to us.
I'm more studying like in applying in urban gardens and trying to see if there is some health risk issues about. When I was your age, more or less, I loved all the energy that we could take from the air. Basically petroleum, natural gas, coal, and I wanted to research about this, so I decided to apply for this school.
I chose to come here because in my university there were not a specialization in one sector of the engineering of the territory, and here I find something very specialized, and I will stay here 1 year. I advise all students of Italy to come here to do Erasmus. Here I'm studying in the Master of Mineria Sostenibile, that is sustainable mining. That is a master of 1 year, and there are people from all over the world studying in this master, and I'm the only one student that come from Europe. And a lot of people from South America and China and America, Central America, are coming here to study the mining aspect, and we are understanding that it's a lot useful to the economic and the political part, and in particular with the relation to other continents and other states. So that in the last years the Europe are starting to think that this sector must be more developed. All the students and me too decide create special workshops of critical raw material of Europe, because it's important for all civilizations knows the raw materials important for all the uses.
The raw materials, they are like the main thing is when you start doing something, then you have like the first thing that you have to have the raw material to try to build, joining all these kind of pieces. Then you have like your mobile phone, but your mobile phone is made about a lot of pieces that before that you have to have the material that it's made of.
Normally all the people say that is only for the wares of the houses and buildings, but today one important use is for upstairs in hospitals, because copper is very dangerous for virus, and this is good in hospital that not all the places have virus. Okay. For example,
I do research concerning all the fuels. So now I'm not an expert, but I research. I try to study all the fuels that come from petroleum, gasoline, diesel. I do research in fuels that come from petroleum and in biofuels that come from other sources. But basically it's very similar what you study for one thing and another. So if you study raw materials and how to process all the petroleum, natural gas, you can also know the techniques to process all the biomass and things to become biofuels. So this is what I do basically. People, they think that everything, like they just see how the things they are already made, but they don't really know where they come from. All these raw materials, they don't really know, and all the impacts that they have also in the environment and how much energy they require. So they don't really know when they have their maybe electronics, the mobile phone, the computers. They don't really know how much many materials, how much energy you have to employ, and so they don't really care about that. And then when maybe they pass 2 years, 3 years, they just bought another one, and they don't know that if they could recycle them, it will be very good, not only for human but also for the environment.
We must show what are the raw materials, what are the backgrounds and disadvantages of this, and must be conscious. Energetic resources are important for the future, and nowadays the problem with environment, other type of energy, I think that we must change some minds to be more open-minded.
This is not a thing we usually think about. After this brief, we learn that everything used in life is made of materials that are not very available.
I
I didn't know anything about raw materials before this project, and I think everyone should know something about them and about their risks.
From this project, we understood the importance and beauty of scientific research to improve and protect our life.